In this first episode, we're going to set up Visual Studio 2019 and prepare it for use for our first few projects. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, my name is Will. Welcome to the first episode of my Visual Basic Beginner course. Today in this episode, we're going to be downloading and installing Visual Studio 2019 and getting it ready for our very first project. So we're going to start off by heading to visualstudio.microsoft.com, and we'll come to this page here. And on the left here, we see we have Visual Studio for Windows. And we're just going to go over to this button and click Download Community 2019. This is the free version of Visual Studio, which allows us to do basically everything. So I've downloaded it here right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and open it up and approve that administrator. Just go ahead and click Continue, follow these prompts as they just download and prepare the Visual Studio installer. Just finishing up its initial stage here. Okie dokie, so it should open up into this window here, and we're able to select basically whatever we'll be needing to do. And now for what we're going to be focusing on, which is .NET development with Visual Basic, we're going to need under here desktop and mobile, we're going to need .NET desktop development, and of course if you're interested in learning any of these other things, you might as well install these as well. Basically, all you need is that, and you can go ahead and click install. And this does take a while, it's quite a big piece of software, so I will be back with you once it's all finished. It's just finishing up here, should be done in just a few moments. Alrighty, it's just finished uploading here. Here we go. So we can close out of the installer. The installer itself is actually a separate product. It's for adding new languages and stuff. For this you can sign in, you don't have to. I'm not going to for this example. Here is the fun part. So I'm going to start up with Visual Basic as my development settings. And I'm of course going to choose the dark theme, because who wouldn't? So I'm going to go ahead and click Start Visual Studio, and it's just going to finish up doing this thing here. Alrighty, and here we are at the Start page. Now this is where you will spend a lot of your time before your projects. From here we can open projects, create projects, and even clone them from repositories from like GitHub or Azure DevOps, like here. For this example quickly, we're just going to go ahead and test out that this all works with the Visual Basic language. We're going to go ahead and click Create a New Project. And under all languages, I'm going to filter as Visual Basic, and we're just going to go down to a Windows Forms application. This is what we're going to be teaching, and I'll be explaining more about what all this means in our next episode. I'm going to go ahead and click Next now, and we're just going to call it My First Project, and go ahead and click Create. And here we go. And as you can see here, we have our very first project, and you can go ahead and build and run it here. Give it a second. Its initial build will always take longer than other builds. It's got to put in all the foundations and stuff. I'm just going to open this up here now, and as you can see, this is our first project. So I will be making a follow-up tutorial to this on an introduction to the Visual Basic programming language, and then from there we'll be doing a few different projects, and yeah, and we'll continue this series as long as people support it. If you do have any comments, suggestions or questions, please do not hesitate to leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But for now, congratulations, we've installed Visual Studio 2019, and in the next episode we'll be getting into familiarization with the Visual Basic programming language, and then going on to make a few projects from there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.